President William Samoei Ruto is unleashing his machinery against his deputy Rigathi Gachagua. We have seen how the process of impeachment of Rigathi was really rushed. In the National Assembly, it was chaotic with a lot of noise. And at the Senate, they gave him a hearing, but when he went to the hospital, they said that the process was time-bound, and they went ahead and impeached him. I understand that the law gives them up to 60 days, but they immediately gazetted the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua. And then William Ruto did not waste time. He followed it by appointing Kindiki. The following day after the appointment, Kithure was hurriedly ratified and approved by the National Assembly. This hurry is really giving a lot of people many worries, and Gachagua feels that something is amiss. After that process, several things have happened. Rigathi's employees were forced on compulsory leave. And today, we are told that even the few who are remaining were blocked from getting into their offices. William Ruto today went to court and filed a petition. And in this petition, he's questioning the authority of the judiciary to overturn that which, as a president, he has orchestrated. And he's saying that under the new constitution, there is no court under the world that should question what he's doing, because that is his authority. Rigathi Gachagua, at the same time, is in court listening to a petition that he had filed that tries to overturn the impeachment as was passed by the National Assembly and the Senate. So there are several things happening. I want us to listen to this video courtesy of Citizen TV of how employees that were remaining in Rigathi's office were blocked, and in fact, that office is now under the authority of RDU, Rapid Deployment Unit Police. And you can imagine what is happening. As Rigathi is fighting and looking for legal redress, his offices, that is Annex Harambee House, I think in town, has been blocked completely, and even journalists are not allowed to take any photos. Kindly take a look.
Willie Lusige is at Harambee Annex. This is the office of the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. You will recall that there were certain movements last week on several officers being sent on compulsory leave. Willie, what can you tell us from the office of the Deputy President?
So we're here at the Harambee Annex within the CBD of Nairobi. This is the office for the impeached Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, who is just behind me here. And we've been trying to get in touch and to see if indeed his employees have been allowed to be able to continue with their duties as usual, because we are aware of the whole fiasco that has been surrounding his impeachment. But when we got here, we have been informed that all the employees have been barred from accessing the impeached Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua's office here at Harambee Annex, and they have been told to stay at home until further notice. We have spoken to some of them on anonymity, both the contracted and those ones under the permanent scheme. They have told us yes, indeed, they have been told not to be able to access this office today. And what is happening behind me at the Harambee Annex office, we have been told that now it's under RDU, the Rapid Deployment Unit, which is under the police, that's now taking charge there. We have seen the gates are totally closed. There's not much that is happening, not much activities as usual, especially that we know in a normal day, the office of the Deputy President is usually very busy because of his duties and especially the role that he plays. So what is happening currently, all the gates are closed. All the employees who have tried to access this premise behind me have been told to go back home until further notice, and the police who are in charge there are saying they have orders that no one should be able to access the facility, especially all the employees, both the under the contract and also those ones who are under the permanent scheme. So we are not yet aware or what's the main reason why they've been barred, but to a few of them that we have spoken to, they're still hanging around here within town to try and see if the situation will maybe change or if they'll be allowed to access the building. But so far, it's clear that all the employees allied to the impeached Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua have been barred from accessing his office here at Harambee Annex, and they have told not to come to work until further notice. It's only the police who are manning the entire building, and it's a little bit difficult also for us to access it because because they're saying this is a restricted area. They don't want the members of the Fourth Estate to be able to get any pictures from there.
For those who love politics all over the world, anything that is happening politically has got a meaning and has got a reason. Politicians don't do things out of mere coincidences. Why do you think William Ruto has decided that even the very few employees who are remaining in the deputy president's office are now being intimidated? They are being blocked because we are told there that they were told to go home until further notice. You can imagine. And I want us to look at that, ladies and gentlemen. One of the reasons why William Ruto has decided to annihilate Rigathi Gachagua completely by blocking his employees is because of anger after Rigathi Gachagua came out and revealed that twice some people from the NIS tried to poison him. You see, Rigathi Gachagua is the second in command. For him to come out and say that someone is after his life, he only means that person is one President William Samoei Ruto. And when he revealed those startling allegations, he has been called, he has been invited or summoned to go and record a statement with the DCI as to who wanted to poison him and maybe why he took too long to reveal to the nation today. So William Ruto is angry and is unleashing his anger. Because you see, what Rigathi Gachagua has done ever since the impeachment motion started is to endear himself to the people, so that in the courts of the public opinions, he wins big. Today, if you ask many people, they will say that these people do not want Rigathi because Rigathi is a truthful man. He revealed to us that he's the only person who looks at the president in his own eyes and tell him, Mr. President, you are wrong. Stop the Adani deal. Stop the finance bill 20, whatever, those taxes. Please don't demolish people's houses without compensating them. So that is what he's doing, and William Ruto is angry. Number two, it is meant to intimidate him. You see, this is a tug of war. And as he goes through the court session, William Ruto wants to ensure that he's kept busy. You know, you can imagine you are in court, your employees have been sent on compulsory leave, the few who are remaining are being blocked, and your office has been blocked too. This is pure intimidation, because even Rigathi himself cannot access that office. If he goes there, because it is also a coded, language to him. If you dare step into your offices, you will be humiliated. You can imagine he goes there, the security has been taken, and then he's told, tafadhali tumembe usikanyage. But see, the police act under instructions. Once you've been told Gachagua asikanyage hapa, let Gachagua not step in, you tell him, please sir, we have been ordered not to allow you in. And that is it. Gachagua knows very well that he once gave instructions for the Azimio supporters to be crushed, and he knows that. He once gave instructions for security of certain members of a political class to be withdrawn. So he knows that the police will always act on orders. So if the police has been ordered not to allow him in, if he dares step there, he will be humiliated. So this is intimidation and humiliation at the same time. They're trying to make sure that they show him that you are nothing. It is also a supremacy battle. Ever since they started these wrangles, Rigathi says, tulichaguliwa pamoja. We were elected together, and therefore you cannot claim that you are superior. But Ruto wants to show Rigathi Gachagua that there is only one president. Even though we were elected together as a presidency, there is only one president. And I've told you that in all the three arms of the government, judiciary, legislature, and the executive, the president wields powers. He controls, that's why he's called the commander-in-chief of all the armed forces. He controls the police, he controls the military, DCI, all that under his pocket. So even if Gachagua says we were elected together, which is very true, some people voted for Ruto because of the influence of Rigathi Gachagua. But now, realistically, is that a president will always intimidate even his deputy because he's got the machinery. So he wants to show Rigathi Gachagua that I'm superior. If you are claiming that we were elected together, I want you to know that I am the president and you're not the one. So it is meant to intimidate. They want to provoke Rigathi Gachagua more so that Rigathi would come out and start saying even many things that, sometimes you are told that when you are angry, don't speak. And when you have a case in court, that's why whenever a police comes to arrest you, will tell you you have the right to remain silent because whatever you say will be used against you. So they want to provoke Gachagua to talk more. I saw that press conference where Rigathi was saying his life is in danger, and the wife was looking at her like, why are you revealing so much? You're opening a can of worm. You're saying so much, and I think they want to provoke him so that he can talk. It can talk much. When you are provoked, you get frustrated, and they even want, if possible, that he resigns. If he resigns today, then that ends everything. It will give William Ruto easier time without all these much court processes. I also have a feeling that apart from showing him that this is over, because they want to show Gachagua, it is over, stop going to court, it won't help you anymore. They are also sending a message to the courts that this is over. Please don't rule to bring back this man. You have seen William Ruto asking the authority of the courts, and that tells you that William Ruto is unleashing this. They are telling the courts, don't bring him back. We don't want this man, and even if you bring him back, we will not be able to work. If you look at my earlier video, the one that I did before this, I gave you a tweet that Moses Kuria did, telling the court that, the wife has said that the husband wanted to poison her. Why do you want to bring her back to be poisoned? Please help us by not letting her come back. In other words, these people are creating a picture that the deputy and his boss have got irreconcilable differences so that they cannot work. But the truth is, if William Ruto was tolerant, he would have tolerated his deputy up to the 3 years that are remaining. Just like Uhuru Kenyatta did. Uhuru really tolerated William Ruto. These two people are birds of the same feathers. Wamepatana wao wenyewe kwa wenyewe. That's why we have always maintained that we would have left them to, butcher each other, maybe with words. We would have known so much, but Raila moved in to help. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the situation. That is the situation. It's that bad. As I told you, we are waiting for more episodes because this is a movie.